Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that in our previous class we had started chapter 12 geometry. So in that children we have done line segment and ray. Properties of line segment and ray we have done. Types of lines we have done in previous class and in previous session also. Today I'm going to start our class with an introduction of line segment and ray again, and what are the symbol of that. After that we are going to do examples of exercise 12.1 and then we are going to start exercise 12.1. So children, what we have done, that line, you often heard it that your teacher is saying stand in a straight line, stand in a queue or stand in a line while going or while standing in assembly. You might have heard by saying this also that stand in a line if you want ration or if you are going to any shop and all. So that line means it can be extended as much as. So that concept only will bring in line also. That line is represented as line, we are going to represent like this. If I'll name this PQ. Now here PQ is a line, and what does these arrows shows? These arrows shows that it can be extended from both the sides. Now what is the symbol of line? We can write it PQ and then this. Now this is called line PQ. Line PQ. If I will write it down in words, line PQ, or in the symbol we will represent it like this. Now we'll come to line segment. Now how we will form line segment like this. Line segment, specific length. Line segment has a specific length. Segment means piece, a part from this line. For example, if I will cut it out this part and this part we'll name it as AB. Now AB is a line segment, or how we can write it in symbol like this. AB is a line segment AB. Or in words, how we will write line segment AB. Line segment AB. Or in the symbol we can write it like this. Now children, what next we have? Next we have ray. So how does we represent ray? Ray has one endpoint. Ray has one endpoint, but it can be extended from the other side. LM. Now what is this? Ray LM. So how we will write it in symbol? LM and then this ray. Now here ray you can understand from sun rays, from the rays of light, from the rays of bulb. Fine. It has an origination point, but it does not have any ending point. So that is an example of ray. So this we have done yesterday, and what else we have done? One more thing we have done, types of lines, and related to that we have done example 1 also. Identify the types of line. Fine. Basically there are two types of line. I'll repeat it again. First is straight line and Now in straight line we have three types of line. See this. We have three types of line. What are these three types of lines? That also we'll see. First is horizontal line. Horizontal. Then we have vertical line. Then what we have? Slant line. These three types of lines we have. Now what is this? This is horizontal line, this is vertical line, and this is your slant line. Fine. Properties are same in this also. In horizontal also it can be extended from both the sides. It has no length. Fine. Vertical line, this also can be extended from both the sides but has no endpoint. Slant line also. The concept is same in all. Fine. So what next we have? Straight line, horizontal, vertical and slant line we have done. Now what else we have? Examples we have started. So now children, I am going to continue with the example. Example 1 we have already done, and in which you are supposed to represent types of lines. So I'll start with example 2. Now here, example 2, look at the figure. One figure has been given to you, and that figure I'll draw over here. Look at the figure, and then what you are supposed to do it? A, B, C, D and E. This figure is given to you, example 2. Now look at the figure, name different line segment. See, if you will see in this figure, you have been given with a line segment, because all these line segment has two endpoints and a specific length you have. It means they are following the properties of line segment. So these all are line segment. Now AB is also line segment, BC, CD, AD, DE and EC. All these are line segment. So you are supposed to name them. You can write their name in two ways. How you can write? You can write line segment AB, line segment BC, or you can use the symbol also. See how. So here you have been asked to write the name of all these line segments. So you will write line segment AB, or if we will write it in symbol AB, line segment BC, or in symbol how we will write it? BC. See, above, when we are putting one line above, na, that is a symbol of line segment. So next is what? Line segment CD, or this line segment, then what? AD or DA. AD line segment, then above this also DE and CE, line segment CE, or we can write it in symbol like this, line segment DE. So what do you understand in this? You can write the line segment in two ways, in words also and in symbol also. Line segment DE or DE, and above you will put a line. So these are the two ways to write it. Fine. So how many line segments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 line segments are joined, and then only this figure is formed. So in this way you can write line segment, line ray, using words as well as using symbol. Line segment AB, line segment BC, line segment CD, line segment AD, line segment DE, line segment CE. Fine. So I hope these line segments has been clear. Now we'll come to example 3. Example 3, and after that we are going to start exercise. Now example 3 is related to look at the figures again, figure question, and you have to what? Look at the figure and name different rays. Now here you have to name different rays. See, it is quite interesting. Fine. Ray is going to name with the beginning point. Fine. One end point from where the ray is going to begin and this end point. So what is the name of this ray? Name of this ray will be ray PQ, or if I write it in symbol PQ and then this symbol, this arrow symbol, we are going to use it. Let's take another example, B part. See, if you have been given with two ray, A, here B, and then here C. Now here you have been given with two rays with one point of beginning. So here it will become ray AB, or in the symbol if I write AB and then one arrow. Second is ray AC, or above AC you are going to make this arrow. So this is your symbol of writing ray AB, or this with this symbol in words or in symbol. So now we'll see C part. In the C part you have been given with A, B, and then this is L and then M. L and M. So here you have been given with two ray AB and LM. Fine. Ray AB, AB, or in symbol we can write AB, and then this ray LM or LM with this symbol. So these are the two ray here, ray AB and ray LM, ray AB or ray LM with this arrow. So these two rays are there, fine, and we are going to start with this beginning point only. So now children will come to exercise 12.1. Now the first question of exercise 12.1, that is related to fill in the blank. That is related to fill in the blank. Fill in the blank related to line, line segment and ray. So now let's start with first one, question number 1. Fill in the blank. A line has, question 1 is fill in the blanks. What is first one? A line has dash and point. Now here you are going to use the properties which we have done. Fine, that property only we are going to use. A line has how many endpoint? No endpoint. A line has no endpoint. Now second is what? Array has dash endpoint. Array has dash endpoint. So how many endpoint does array has? Has one endpoint. One endpoint. Next is a line dash can be measured. Now here you have to write that which kind of a line. A segment from a line can be measured. So here in the blank it will come. A line segment can be measured. We cannot measure ray, we cannot measure line, but a line segment can be measured. So here the answer will come line segment. Now we'll come to D. Fourth one, a line segment. A line segment has dash and points. How many endpoints does a line segment has? A line segment has 2 endpoints. 2 endpoints. So remember this. These fill in the blanks are related to your properties which we have already done. Now we'll come to next fifth one. A dash can be extended on both sides. Many times I have taken this. A dash can be extended from both sides. So, which can be extended from both sides? Line. Because we have an arrow. Like this we are representing line. Now these arrows represent that it can be extended from both the sides. So I hope there is no problem in this fill in the blank. First, a line has no endpoints. A ray has one endpoint. A line segment can be measured, but only a line segment can measure. Line and ray cannot be measured. Line segment can be measured only. A line segment has 2 endpoints. Next is a line can be extended from both the sides. So now children will come to question number 2 of this exercise. Now question number 2 is related to, you have been given, look at the figure and then you are have to name the ray segments or lines in the following. Now you have not been given only line, you have not been given only segment, you have been given a figure and you have to see that figure and then you have to tell whether it is a line segment or ray. So let's start that. Question number 2, A part. So let's draw the first figure. So look at the figure and then tell me, name them. Fine. Whether it is ray, line segment or line. So it can be extended from both the sides. It means it is a line. So we'll write here line PQ. Fine. This will be your answer. Now just below the figure only you are going to write it, line PQ. Now next this. Now which kind of a figure is this? Now it has one end point, but from the other it can be extended. So what is this? No. Okay. that is not your B part. B part is this. A, B. Now here you can see two endpoints are there. So yes, it is of specific length. So it is line segment A, B. Now let's come to C part. C part is, okay, X and Y. Now here you can see only one endpoint is there. X and Y can be extended. So that is what? It is a ray X, Y. Now we'll come to D part. D part is L, M. So here in this figure we have two arrows. So it can be extended from both the sides. So what is this? It is line L, M. So that is line L, M. So now let's come to next. Now this is your figure A, B, C. Now it is formed by two what? Line segment or ray. So this figure is formed by two line segment because both the line segment has endpoints. This figure AB is also having two endpoint, BC is also having two endpoint. So that is formed by two line segments. So we'll write here line segment AB and line segment BC. That is formed by line segment. So what we have seen here in this question, we have seen that how we can identify line segment and ray. This question 2 is related to identification of line segment and ray. And then next question is to draw. Fine. Question number 2 is related to your identification, that how will you identify that line segment and ray. And after identification, next question will be related to drawing of that. So let's see this question 2 again so that there will be no issue while drawing it. See, a line can be extended from both sides. So in a line we have two arrows. Then why we were marking this? See, within the line can be extended from where it is beginning and where it is ending, that we all are not knowing. So what we are doing, we were marking 2 points from it, and then that portion is marking. Fine. So like that we have marked like PQ. You can mark anything, A, B, C, D, PQ, LM, anything. Then line segment. Line segment is a portion from a line. This extended line, from that we have cut out one particular part of that, and that segment is called line segment, and it can be measured. It has a particular length also. Then C part, ray. Ray is related to sun rays, like it is beginning from sun, but where does it ending, that we are not aware. So on one side only we have this arrow because it can be extended up to any extent, and we can join 2, 3, 4 line segments also. We can join 2, 3, 4, 5 infinity rays also, and then again line segment and ray. Now children, question number 3, that is related to your mark pairs of points A, B, C, D, LM and PQ and draw. Fine. What I have told you, that question 3 is for understanding what is line segment and ray. After understanding it, then we are going to draw. So question number 3 is related to how you are going to draw line segment and ray. So let's start children. line segment and ray. Find now question 3. A part. What is given? That is, you have to draw ray AB. Now draw the following. Draw the following. Now, in this way only you are going to write the question 3 in your copy also. Fine? In this way only you are supposed to write it in your copy also. Now, ray AB. What is that ray AB? Ray means it has one end point and from the other point it can be extended. So we have arrow on other end. So this will become ray. It has one end point and from the other point it can be extended. So that is ray AB. Now we'll come to B part, that is line CD. Line CD means according to the property it can be extended from both the sides. We are going to make 2 arrows C and D. It can be extended from both the sides. So this will become line CD. Now next C part, that is line segment. Line segment means a portion from a line. So it will be of particular measure. Fine. So measured segment we required. So what is the solution? We have 2 endpoints and we'll name it L and M. L and M. Particular length L and M. Now next is ray OP. Ray QP. Ray QP. Now QP means from the beginning of that will be Q, and where it can be extended, that will be P. It can be named like this. QP means it is going in the direction of P. Right? So that is your ray QP. So what we have seen today, the properties related to your line segment and ray, and how will you identify between line segment and ray. After identification, how will you draw line segment and ray? See, in this question 3 we have been given with this ray AB, and we know that in ray we have one end point. So we have drawn like that, one end point, and it can be extended from other side. Then line CD, line can be extended from both the sides. So we have made arrows on both the side and then we have named it. Then we have a segment which is having a particular length. So it will be measured like that, LN. Then D part, that is ray QP again. Ray is having this property that whatever first alphabet will be there, that will be written first, and then the second will be written on the other side, which can be extended, because this QP means ray is going up to P. So that is the basic funda to draw line segment and ray. So in this way you are going to complete it, this exercise 12.1 in your copy, and tomorrow we are going to start with the next concept, that is an angle. And tomorrow your class is going to be very interesting, because we are going to find it out different types of angles in different alphabets also. So we'll do that class. I hope you all will enjoy tomorrow. That's all for today, children. Have a good day.